Good afternoon, students. Welcome to science class. Today we are going to revise chapter number 3, life processes in living organism, part 2. Okay, now as we have discussed various life processes in living organism, today we are going to revise the structure of flower and its role in reproduction. Students, very important part this is. 5 marks question could be asked on the topic. Okay, else objective MCQ questions, and apart from that you also have this as a practical. So flower is a structural unit of reproduction. It should come in your answer. This point is very important. Flower is the structural unit of reproduction. Then how are you going to present it? In practical also we require it. Today we'll study it with the help of actual flower. You can see this is hibiscus flower. We are going to discuss its structure. Okay, as I told you, flower consists of 5 main holes. 5 holes. Holes means what? Part. 5 holes are there. In your textbook it is mentioned that 4 holes are there. But in practical, during practical we have studied one extra hole that is part of the flower that we are going to discuss it right now. Epicalyx. Epicalyx. Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. These are 5 main holes of the flower. Now students, keep in mind epicalyx, calyx and corolla, these are known as accessory holes. Accessory holes means what? They are not so important. But the main holes or the main parts of the flower which take part in reproduction are androecium and gynoecium. These are main holes. Now, we will discuss all these holes in detail. You can see this flower. Okay, I'll explain it to you which are the different holes. Understand it carefully. Now see students, I am having this one pen with the help of which I am going to show you the parts of flower. Okay. During practical you need to do dissection of the flower also. Now this part, the green color part, stem-like part where we hold the flower, it is called as pedicel. It is called as the pedicel. We have not included it in the whole of the flower. Okay, then you can see this tiny bracteoles. These are the parts of epicalyx. The small green color parts are there. No, they are either 6 to 8. They are known as bracteoles. What are they known as? Bracteoles. So we can say that epicalyx is made up of 5 to 8 bracteoles, which are green in color. So what could be the function of these bracteoles? As they are green in color, they help in photosynthesis process. Then next to this bracteole, students, you can see one more upper funnel-like green color part. Okay? This is known as calyx, and calyx is made up of 5 sepals. Each member of the calyx is called as sepals. The function of sepals is to protect the inner holes of the flower as well as participate in the photosynthesis process. Okay. Then next is corolla. Corolla consists of petals. How many petals you can see for this flower? There are total 5 petals. So we can say that corolla consists of 5 petals. Now students, see this. Corolla or petals, they are of different color. Here you can see this variety of colors of corolla. Okay. One more I am having. So many different attractive colors corolla is having. So these colors of corolla indicate its function. The function of these petals is to attract insects for pollination. Okay, as well as make the flower attractive. As well as make the flower attractive. Okay, the next. Now these are the three are accessory holes. Now we'll discuss the main holes of the flower. The main holes of the flower that are androecium and gynoecium. Students, very important this part is. Androecium. Androecium is also known as male reproductive organ of flower. It is known as male reproductive organ of flower or male reproductive part. It consists of stamens. Each member of androecium is called as stamen. Stamen further consists of anthers and filament. Anthers and filament. Anther consists of anther lobes. And on anther lobes you will see pollen grains. Pollen grains are nothing but the male gametes of the flower. You can see now here to see the pollen grains. Instead of this flower, I'll take another flower, see, so that it will be easy for you to understand. You can see this yellow color part. There are many innumerable anthers on this. You can see this tiny filament and the yellow portion, that is anther. On this anther, if you just pluck one, you can see this very tiny part. So the filament and the anther. On that the anther lobes are present, and on this anther lobe you can see this small tiny pollen grains, yellow color pollen grains. These pollen grains are passing through this filament tube. The next part or the next hole of the flower is gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female reproductive organ. It consists of style, stigma and ovary. These three parts. Ovary contains ovules which are known as female gametes. So now to observe this ovules, I'll show you here. You can see this inner portion, it is staminal tube. Inside this staminal tube, if you give cut, see, we will bisect it in this way. We'll remove the petals. Okay, sepals I will remove. I have removed all the accessory holes now. Okay. Then here in between you can see a small tube-like portion. Which is known as pollen tube. Now, when this pollen grains, they will get transferred from anther to stigma. This part is known as stigma. Okay. Inside this stigma, there is a small thin tube which is known as pollen tube. You can see this white filamentous tube. It is known as pollen tube. So, this tube-like part is known as pollen tube. Now, this pollen grains, they fuse here and they travel through this pollen tube. They come down along with the pollen tube and enter the ovary. Now this ovary, I'll show that portion also, students. If you give a thin cut to the ovary, see, this is the male gamete part, And now this is the female gamete part, you can see here. So this is ovary. If it is given us against sharp cut, you will see very tiny ovules inside it. Very tiny ovules will be seen inside it. The pollen grains get converted into male gametes and travel through this pollen tube inside and fuse with the ovules, and they form the zygote. This process is known as fertilization. Afterwards, the endometrium develops, okay, with the formation of fruits and seeds inside it. You can see this tiny ovules here. So in this way, we have completed the practical regarding the structure of flower, okay, and how it helps in reproduction process. Here, this is the chart which is showing all the detail holes of the flower. You can see here, students. I will use this pen only. This stem, which is known as pedicel part. Then calyx, ovary. Okay. Then this is these are petals. Then this is pistil. The whole portion as whole with male and female gametes, it is known as pistil. Now inside this pistil, you can see this yellow color pollen grains on the anthers, as well as stigma style, okay. It will travel through here. Here the ovary is there. Then nextly, here the transverse section of ovary or gynoecium is shown, and the transverse section of androecium is shown. Transverse section of androecium, it consists of male gamete, it is, so anther, filament, pollen grains, and the whole portion is known as stamen. While gynoecium, you can see here, these are pollen grains which settle from anther to stigma of the flower. They travel through this pollen tube. Inside the pollen tubes, they fuse with ovules which are present inside the ovary and form the fruit along with the seeds. Okay. So in this way, reproduction takes place in plant. This diagram is very essential. 5 holes of flower, accessory holes and main holes, their members that will be asked during practical. So you have to prepare yourself for this 5 marks question as well as objective questions which could be asked from this chapter. Hope that you have understood it. Okay, thank you.